Hey, what's up, guys? Just wanted to jump on and pull some tarot cards for you. Hope you guys are doing good. I'm going to wait for the room to fill in. While we wait, we could pull some general cards. See if there are any general messages. Let's see. Let's actually use another deck. Let's get the tattoo deck. Hey, how's it going? Two of Wands in the upright is your first energy. This is a general first energy for anyone who's resonating with this. Let me see if I could pick up on a storyline first and foremost. I mean, this is definitely an offer for some form of travel, the Two of Wands in the upright. There is a pathway or an avenue being presented to you, possibly the protagonist. And the Five of Swords in the reverse is that pathway. It's the bridge energy. Oh, my nose is itching. One second. The Nine of Cups in reverse could be not having the experience or the recognition or the accolades to want to make that sojourn across this bridge. It's like having to meet someone halfway. So far, we're having the elements of intellect, rationale. It would have to make sense for you. But emotionally, it's not making sense for you, is how this is coming across. To take someone up on some sort of opportunity. I see sudden change here, though. The tower is sudden change. Okay. Any more on this? Any more on this? Whoa, whoa, so. I see coming out of worry. The external circumstances or pressures can be, pushing you to want to act out of pocket. But you're being told to not do so. This kind of calm before the storm, or this radio silence period, or it could be a slowdown in work. I feel as though this is going to change suddenly. This change is being witnessed from a place of poise, from a place of foresight. But I'm getting that you're prepared. I'm getting that you're well prepared for this. You've been here before, and you know what to put into you know how to fill the ether. This time around. Okay. Did you send me $5 for Cash App? Yes, you did. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let me see. How does Double M feel about me? Let's see. Let's see. You want to give some background or some story to the question? Did you guys have a falling out? Did they ghost you? Usually it helps to get the best possible answer. I'm just shuffling the cards right now, picking up the energy. Whoa, so. There's a ghost. After how long? How long were you guys talking before he ghosted you? Or she? Yeah, I see the radio silence here. I'm getting that they're trying to manifest some sort of freedom from being stuck. But that still doesn't answer the question. Why or what are they feeling? Maybe they feel stuck. They could feel stuck right now, is what I'm getting. It seems like the ghosting you is like the option for them because they feel stuck right now. Okay. So yeah, this person is like stuck in some sort of karmic cycle here. They're coming across as the hermit. And so yeah, I mean, I just feel as though that this person is more so they don't feel a future with you. I feel as though that they're just being driven by their lower instincts at this point. They feel kind of like bored, I feel, almost. But it's a mix between like being bored and being trapped. And they know that they have to put this connection down, but they're not doing so. They have like this bright idea that like going back to you is going to free them from where they're at, but it's not what's going to happen. So this person is overlooking. This is the energy of ghosting. This is the energy of being silent. And then this is their stuck energy. And they have this wise idea that if they open themselves up to you, then this is going to free them, but it doesn't. They end up just getting bored again. Carlos, there's a $5 minimum. So if you want to send $5 over Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo, I'll answer your question. Yeah, I mean, I just feel as though that, yeah, I'm trying to dig more and see where this person's feelings are at. You said he's empty and he's an energy vampire. I could see that. I think that yeah, I think that this connection is just more so physical based, attention based. Because you can see any real connection this person is not open to making. The cup is the emotion. That person is not open to making any real connection. So it could be that he feels Yeah, I'm not seeing that he sees quality in this connection or growth. I think that he sees this connection as more so it's out of convenience more so than anything, you know? Yeah, because this is about timing and convenience, but not really kind of seeing anything grow from it. This is about growing something. So, as opposed to like really investing, you know, as opposed to like really investing in a connection. So, yeah, Carlos, it's $5 to get your question answered. So send it to Cash App or Venmo or PayPal in the description box below. Yeah, I mean, I just feel as though, let's see if there's anything else that we could see about this. Yeah, this is about betrayal, you know. But really, truly, it's kind of learning a lesson. It's like just because you like someone doesn't mean that they have to like you or whatever. And we can't make someone like us. You know what I'm saying? Um, we trying to see if I can block Carlos. Anyway, yeah, I don't mess with people that just come in and they don't contribute to the readings. They just ask for free questions to be asked. I'd rather you not watch my channel if that's what you're gonna do. Okay, so back to the general reading. Whoa, ho, the merry whoa. Anything else? Anything else? For the general, we talked about a change. Anything else, Spirit, in regards to this general change? It's going to be an opportunity I see here after this kind of something's going to be destroyed so that you could kind of start something new from it. This is how it's coming across. Okay. Anything else? Let me see. Let me see. I don't see anyone right now for a new relationship. I think you want to spend time away from relationship for the moment, especially if you're involved sexually. You want to give that a break, replenish your energy. Try to see what season looks best though for 2023. Yeah, I think by next year this time you'll definitely be in a relationship. It's going to happen around the fall time. It's not going to be something that you could, make happen quicker. It's just something you got to kind of wait out. So, let's see. So, oh sweet, thank you. I got your second, your second five. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting definitely by next year this time you will be in a relationship. I think it's going to happen around the fall time, but you're going to want to use this time to get your energy right, clean your energy. Because when we have sex or when we're talking to someone or when we're in relationship with someone or we're still thinking about the person from the past, we're still in their energy. So you could take, the short way, which I think is like moving out or moving away from them, or you could take the long way. You could stay, in the same place that you were with the person, but then you're paying the price of time. And then, it's kind of like taking the longer scenic route as far as being single. I think the problem is though is that I think most people tend to want to juggle, different streams of energy as far as relationship. Sometimes we like to talk to multiple people, and that's what kind of confuses our energy. Okay, so back to the general reading. And like I said, for anyone new in the room, answering your questions, $5 minimum, Cash App, PayPal, or Venmo below. Let's see. Just back to the general energy. Feel free to take this if it resonates with you. Feel free to take this if it resonates with you. Let's see. You got a lot of aces in the reverse. I read those as investments. Investing in your thinking, how you feel, investing time in mapping out how you're looking at things is going to help you a lot. I'm even taking that for myself. Yeah, I answered the second question. Yep. Yeah, you're going to be in a relationship this time next year. It's going to happen during the fall. You're not going to be able to manifest it. It has to come on its own time. Yeah, go back and watch my answer as well if you can. But that's basically the gist of it. For me, it's like, it's interesting because it's like the way that these cards are coming across right now. It's like most of it is like just trying to wait to see until any messages come through. Yeah, this is definitely a time of limbo. It feels like it's a time of limbo. Okay, it's definitely pushing the general collective's energy into a place of decision making. Okay. So part of the being in limbo is embracing like the rest and the relaxation and the chilling and trusting this. If there's a downtime, you have to trust it. Things aren't going to be moving on your speed. We're getting a lot of like silence. So, see, something like this to me doesn't make any sense. Ten of Cups in the reverse. I'm just trying to see how this connects. See, I could understand the Ten of Cups in reverse as being in a relationship but not being happy. That's how it's coming across. Someone is in a relationship but they're not happy. And it could be because they ended something with someone who they were really supposed to be connected with and really happy with and entwined with. See, this is, I'm reading more so as just like you have all the pieces, you have all the makings of a connection. You know, you have all the pieces to the picture of the puzzle, but you don't have that, you know, je ne sais quoi. You don't have that, you know, that essence or that substance. You know, someone doesn't have it. They used to have it with someone else, but they put it down. Ten of Wands is about putting it down because they didn't know that they didn't have to work for this. This you're born into. You're born that way. This is what we call birthright. Love, right? Your bodies are made for each other. Someone had that and they let it go, or they put it down, or they misunderstood it because they were taught that in order to have something so good, you have to be miserable, or you have to work so hard, or you have to, you know, it's like, sorry, I'm itching my nose here. But it's like somebody was working backwards in their mind because they just didn't have things understood correctly. And so when that happens is you take things for granted. So it's kind of like this person's like, okay, let me build a relationship from the ground up. And it's like their version of that is like, okay, I'm going to start with the outside and the face of the building. Okay, it doesn't matter how pretty the outside and the face of the structure looks if it's just, uh, you know, a fake construct, like on a Hollywood movie set. If you ever took one of those Hollywood tours or whatever at like Universal Studio, and they show you like the fake diner and the fake street buildings and the fake, stoops and the restaurants and like the post office. It's like you have that fake facade on the outside, but it's not real. And that's what this is. And so they're seeing that. They're like, oh shit, I had the real deal, but I was too insecure to, trust it, trust the elements of it, trust the otherworldliness of it. Because human beings, the modern mentality is meant to confuse and overcomplicate something that's very simple. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of people are going through that connection, especially if they're on like a twin flame journey. It's like they took something for granted. They wanted more. They didn't understand that what they had was like some sort of like ordained, birthright or something from above. And so I'm getting that person was not able to sustain that level where they were because they weren't doing the work internally. They were only too focused on the facade of the building, the emptiness of the structure. And that kind of manifests itself in, worried about what you have, worried about how you come across, worried about how people view you, worried about how people rank you and categorize you in their mind. Granted, it's human nature, but it's our job to unwire and rewire all of that stuff. That's why we're here in this modern time, so we could be the agents of change. And since we make up culture, since we make up society, we get to say what's important to us. And I think part of the big step of that is not concerning how the image looks outside if it's empty inside. You know what I'm saying? There has to be some substance there. And I feel as though that may require faith and trust. And that's where the confidence has to come from. It has to come from that very unknown. You need the unknown to have faith. Okay, I'll say that. You can't have faith without the unknown. So you could either make the unknown your friend or you can make it your enemy. And I think the problem is that most people make the unknown their enemy. But it's like, no. If you want magic to occur, if you want miracles to occur, if you want blessings to occur, then you need the unknown, okay? But you can't stop there, all right? Now, as I'm saying that, as I'm starting to feel the Holy Spirit, As I'm starting to testify, the moon card wants to come out. Now, the moon card is about illuminating that unknown. Okay? So if you feel like, where is this bill going to get paid? Where is this love going to come from? Everything is about cycles. So if you are feeling where you're at and you're not enjoying it, it's okay, because the only thing that is certain is change. So that will be illuminated, whether it's the sector of money, love, in time, it will be illuminated. So, and it's so funny that the moon card came out, because that's like very on par, that's on point, that's apropos of what we're talking about and what I've been feeling lately. I got my own personal suspended animation where I'm feeling uncertain or shaky or rocky about maybe some finances. Hey, look, work is slowing down. I'm trying to pick up, thank you for the blessings and whatever. But, and I'm even telling myself, like, this is what you asked for, to the extent that it's a circumstance where if you want a miracle, or you want a blessing, or if you want that sudden change that we saw with the Tower card that came out earlier. The Tower card is that sudden change, that unexpected, that shock and awe, that divine intervention, that lightning bolt striking from above. That's God. That's the unknown. That's the great mover of movers. All right. In order to have that, you need that radio silence. You need that ghosting, because that ghosting shows you what? It shows you space. It shows you the void. It shows you the emptiness, right? And that's where we are limited as human beings to our senses. But just because we can't taste it, feel it, hear it, smell it, see it, doesn't mean that it ain't there. All right. Some would call that the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. Some would call that source. Some would call that ether. Okay, but believe you me, that is an element that is needed. That is an element that is constant. That is, if there's an A plus B equals C equation, and that C is, your miracle, your blessing, your gift, well, I can tell you what, one of the components, A or B, it doesn't matter what position you place them in, that's going to be the ether. That's going to be the spirit. That's going to be the emptiness. That's going to be the void. All right? And when you get that mixed with, its opposite, then that's when you get that magic, you get that blessing. But these two forces have always been dancing around each other since the beginning, And it's our choice to see it as benevolent or malevolent. All right? Hence what I said before, some people make an enemy out of the unknown, but we forget, thus, that's our human condition, that the unknown is required for magic and miracles and blessings to occur. All right? And it's our job to bring that other element to the unknown, and that's faith, and that's our choice, is to bring faith to that matter, or trust, or reflection, or choice, And I was saying earlier, I recorded a video earlier for TikTok. I was saying that, like, sometimes we waste our extra time, right? Our extra space, or that extra unknown. Sometimes we fill it with anger or hate or bitterness or pointing the finger. But guess what happens when we fill the unknown with all of those lower energies and frequencies and vibrations? We create our personal hell. We create our personal hell for ourselves. And guess what? If you're worried about how's that bill going to get paid, or if you're worried about is someone going to come into my life and be a blessing, or you're worried about is my clientele going down or whatever, you're filling that unknown with worry as opposed to trust or grace or gratitude or focusing on your heart space or picking that higher vibration, picking that higher outcome, if it's a miracle or a blessing or magic, Well, if you're going to bake that kind of cake, you can't put coconut into your cake batter and then expect like an apple pie to come out. You know what I'm saying? So what are you baking? What are you making? And it's like, well, if it's going to be a miracle or some magic or a blessing, then it will require the ingredients of 1 part emptiness, 1 part space, right? Because if you want greatness, you're going to need some space. You know what I'm saying? You're going to need some space if you want greatness, right? I need to be able to fill this out, okay? I need some elbow room. I'm going to need 3 parts elbow room. I'm going to need a lot more space and room. Keep this, get this. I'm going to need a lot more space and room than I need faith. Think about that. What did they say? What they say? Faith of a what? They didn't say faith of an oak tree. You know what I'm saying? They didn't say faith of a barnyard. Okay? That's funny, man. That's funny. Exactly. Yep. That's so funny, yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Oh, man. That's so, yeah. That's true, though. That's true. I love that. Grace, gave me that little moment that I could articulate and share of understanding, because you need a lot more elbow room, you need a lot more space than you do faith in order to create or manifest. So don't make an enemy out of that unknown. Don't make an enemy out of that time that needs to pass. All right, that is your friend, that is your best friend, that is your ally. And anytime we're feeling a lower, we'll call it ingredient, right? Because that's what our emotions are. That's what our feelings are. They're ingredients to what we're baking, to what we're making. And so, and then of course you could kind of get into the conversation of, our actions inform our feelings, and it becomes a cycle, circular. a feedback loop. But if your situation requires you to be the patient fisherman, okay, or the one that has patience, whether it be in regards to love or success, we got that. We got plenty of patience. We got plenty of time. We got plenty of space. But did you select from the cupboard, if you will? God's cupboard is what you are. Did you select the right ingredient for the recipe? Faith, trust. Being so confident that what I'm going to pull out of that oven is going to be an apple pie because I picked the recipe, because I picked the ingredients, because I made the selection, because I was given the gift enough to choose. And they say in the Bible, I don't know how this turned into a testimony, but they say that, act as if. Okay, so your works are already put forth in motion and done and complete, and I'm setting out to do this. And when you're setting out to do something or bake something or make something, you don't question what's going to come out as a byproduct, as a result of your efforts, which I find is fascinating. It's just already done. That bill is already paid. That debt is already made and paid. Anything else? Anything else? Okay, strategizing, planning. Yeah. To me, it's not focusing on the element that's required, which is space and time. Those are the good parts, right? And you have the good parts too. And I'm telling you, it's that trust, it's that gratitude, it's that heart, it's that faith. It's that enjoyment. It's that relaxation. It's that appreciation for the peace that you have. What you really have, and you don't know that you have, is peace of mind. That's what I'm getting at. But if you're still operating from the program that has taught you to see space and time as lack, right? And we do that when we try to convert our money or our time to money. because we're told that that's what our worth is, right? But what you really have is space and time is peace of mind, right? And your health is your wealth. Just because it doesn't say it in the margin, that ain't a thing. So what you have to do right now is have so much confidence. Act as if it's already coming out. You know, that pie in the oven, that bill to be paid, that debt to be paid. You have your structures in play. You have your fishing pole in the water. You have your bait. Now you're the patient fisherman, so are you going to make that time from that 3D confirmation, hell or heaven, right? It's a choice. And all that it takes to bake that apple pie of heaven is faith and act as if it's already done, so it be. Okay, it's done. I made a decision. I chose that. Faith, I provided the ingredient. I got the recipe. Faith plus time and space. And heart and trust and gratitude. It's already done. So now all you have to do is enjoy it. You know? Relax. Appreciate this time. That's it. Don't be chomping at the bit. Don't be waiting. Don't be looking at the glass behind the oven door. Let it bake. If you have to come over and move something around, or we'll do that when it needs to be done. But something bigger is being baked, and it's worth the wait. All right? That's what I got for y'all. Love you guys. Holla at your boy.